class we have the discussion all about the autotrophs, and I had given you the information that autotrophs are those plants or green plants which are able to manufacture their own food by the help of requirements such as carbon dioxide, sunlight, water, etc. That such processes are named as photosynthesis. Two things in autotrophs we have to come into the mind, must know, must understand. One is the chlorophyll, other is the photosynthesis. So in both cases we should have the knowledge what is chlorophyll, what is photosynthesis. So here autotrophs are green plants. Autotrophic properties of the self-manufacturing of food are done by properties are shown by green plants. Then what is green plants? Why they are green? Green nature is due to the presence of a pigment, color pigment called chlorophyll, which helps to make the food by absorbing energy from the sunlight. So a definition should be there to have the clear concept for the chlorophyll. So what is chlorophyll? The question should be there. What is chlorophyll? It is the green pigment present in green plants by which they are able to prepare their own food by the help of sunlight. You can see. Then a process is there. This is chlorophyll, green pigments, which helps the plant to manufacture their own food. Then the next question is, what is photosynthesis? A term is there. So photosynthesis is the process by which this chlorophyll means green pigment, plant means green plants, by which green plants make their own food from carbon dioxide. I am writing the formula so that you may have the knowledge all about the formula also, and water by using sunlight. In the presence of chlorophyll means green plants means chlorophyll is there. It's called photosynthesis. So how it will be represented? Carbon dioxide means CO2 with water from where it gets? From soil, because the roots are thrust depth into the ground, from where it absorbs water. Sunlight, chlorophyll, what it will prepare? Glucose, very important. And the next important thing is oxygen. This oxygen, which is the raw product or given by the plants, are being absorbed by the heterotrophs, means human beings or non-green plants and animals. Because if the green plants are not there, then there will be no supply of oxygen, and once there will be no supply of oxygen, our life will be end. So two important things which are being given by the plants, one is the glucose and other is the oxygen. So non-green plants are not able to manufacture their own foods, they have to depend on these green plants. Non-green plants or we can say lacking chlorophyll. लैकिंग का मतलब नहीं होना. Lacking chlorophyll, plants can't manufacture its own food, so they have to depends on autotrophs. I had given you the definition all about the autotrophs, means non-green plants. So human beings are also, animals are also lacking chlorophyll, so they have to depend on the autotrophs. Then a question is there all about this one. If we are not able to manufacture our own food, means we cook the food in the home, but the important thing is how we cook. We just cook the raw materials being supplied by the plants. My motto is to explain how they are able to prepare their own foods. Cooking is different from that of preparations. So the non-green plants are not able to make their own foods, so they are regarded as heterotrophs. Now the term is there, heterotrophs. Heterotrophs, mode of nutrition you speak, or just you say heterotrophic plants and animals. Those organisms which cannot or which can't prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis and take food from autotrophs directly or indirectly are called heterotrophs. Clear? So they are non-green plants, and if you consider the examples, there are various plants, herbs and shrubs. Non-green plants, we can say fungi, one of the examples. Other, bread mold, mushroom nowadays very common. People make the soup of it and just have it. If the bread left for a few days, then there we find the brown color and gray color something over there, and the food is being spoiled. So what is there? It is bread mold. So they are not able to manufacture their own food, they have to depend on the autotrophs. For example, these are the non-green plants, few of the examples. And for animals, we are able to say first one is the human beings. Animals, you may consider lion, tiger, cow, cat, etc. So we are well versed with the conditions of autotrophs and heterotrophs. Now we had come across the condition of photosynthesis, and in photosynthesis we had given you the conceptual views in the equation mode that carbon dioxide and water just intermingle with each other in the presence of photosynthesis and chlorophyll to give glucose and oxygen. Both are very important to us. So the presence of carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll and sunlight is necessary for the process of photosynthesis. Any of it will be lacking, then green plants are not able to manufacture their own food. So a term is there. In human, foods are stored in the form of glucose, but in plants it is stored in the form of starch. If the plant stored food, then it is called starch. It means simple glucose are being converted into a complex carbohydrate. Glucose is the form of carbohydrate and it is referred as starch.